Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today we are going to learn about OSI model. What is OSI model? OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. This model is a set of rules. That rule explains how different computers communicating with each other over a network. This OSI model developed by ISO. It has 7 layers. Each layer has a particular job to do. So let's see what are the layers. The top layer is application layer. The sixth one is presentation. And the fifth layer is function layer. And the fourth layer is transport. Third layer network. And the second layer is data link. And the first layer is and the lower layer is physical layer. Let's start with physical layer. This physical layer is the lowest layer, and this layer actually deals with hardware, wire, electricity and signal. So the main responsible for this physical layer is transmitting a bit from one node to another node. And the common device for this physical layers are hub, modem, cable. These are the common device for the physical layer. It receives the data and convert the data into the signal, and that signal can travel through wire, fiber optic or wireless. So if your device is a wired device, then the signal transmitted in a electric signal. So if you are having like a wireless Wi-Fi, then the signal transmitted like a radio signal. So the physical layer convert the data into the signal according to your device. So this physical layer manage the time and the speed of the bits. So simply you can remember like this: the physical layer moves the bit from one place to another place. Okay. Then the second layer, data link layer. This layer works between network layer and the physical layer. So what is the job for this data link layer? First, it receives the raw bits, that is ones and zero, from the physical layer. Then it organizes them into the frame and ensure that error free delivery to the next layer. Let's see how this data link layer frames the data and organizes the frame. So, physical layer sends zeros and ones. It's just like a letter without the address, only the content. From here, the data link layer starts its work. So, as soon as he received the data, he started to build a frame. So, this is a frame structure: destination MAC, source MAC, data, and CRC. So, let's see what is MAC. MAC stands for Media Access Control Address. Let me explain with an example. So you have one building. In building we have 10 houses. Each houses has a different door number. Same as in the same network we have different devices. Each devices has a different address. That address is called MAC. This is an example for the MAC address. Go back to the frame structure. So destination MAC. Destination means it's nothing but where we need to send this content. Source MAC means from where we receive the content. So you remember like this: you have letter, in that letter you have to address and from address. To address to receive address, that is your friend family address. From address is your address. So destination is a to address, from is a source. Okay. So let's see data. Data is nothing but zeros and one which the physical layer send. As I said before, data link layer has a two job. One is organizing the frame, second one is error free delivery. So here CRC is a error checking method. So when the physical layer convert the data into the signal and sending through wireless fiber, that time due to the electricity noise or the some interference, the error might come. To check that error, data link layer using CRC method. The next layer is network layer. This layer is a third layer. So this network layer responsible for finding the best path to send the data from one network to another network. So if you want to send the data within the same network, you can use MAC address. But if you want to send the data to outside, like if you want to send the data to the Abu Dhabi or London or Dubai, or from your home to Google server from outside, you need IP address. So IP address same like a MAC but outside network. Network layer use IP address to send the data from one network to another network. After IP address, networks start to work with the packet. What is packet? Packet is when you have a large amount of data. Instead of sending all the data at once, network divides the data into small unit. That small unit of data is called packet. This packet used for the easy transfer of the data. Then we are moving to router. So here router plays a main role. Router find the best path to send the data from source IP address to destination IP address. So router main job is finding the best path. The overall key point for the network layer is IP address, packet, and router. So you have to understand all these three things to understand how this network layer works. Next, we are moving to the next layer, that is transport layer. So in the name itself, we can understand that it's a transport. So this layer transmit the data to the correct application. After receiving the data from the network layer, transport layer started to segment the data. Segment is nothing but same as a packet. It started to divide the data into small unit to send the data to the correct application. How this transport layer finding the correct application? By using the port address. So in device, each application has a particular port address. Using that address, transport layer transmitting the data to the correct application. To understand the transport layer, this 2 point is important: segment and port address. These are the two main key point for the transport layer. Next, we are moving to session layer. So session layer is like a manager. It controls three things. First one, start the section. Second one, control the section, and the third one is end the section. Imagine you are doing the video call. So when you start to call, that time session layer start the section. When you are talking, that time session layer keep the section very active. When you end the call, that time section layer end the section. These are the three main work of the session layer. The second layer, that is presentation layer. So this presentation layer has a three job. One is translating, second one is encrypting, third one is compressing. What is translating? Is simple. If someone is coming and he doesn't understand the language, you translate to him, right? Same way, each device has a particular format to understand the text. So this presentation layer translate according to the device. Okay, then encrypting is nothing but the data converted into the secret code for the safety purpose, that is called encrypting. And then the compressing means reduce the data size for the faster transmitting, so we get the response very quickly. These are the three main works in the presentation layer. Next layer is application layer. This application layer is very close to the user. Example, Facebook, Twitter, Google, or browser, email, anything. This application layer directly interact with the software application and send or receive the data. I'll give you an example. You are going to the hotel. In that hotel, you are ordering some dish. To whom? To the waiter. That waiter interact with the chefs and give the food to you. Same way, application just give the data to you. It doesn't create any data. Remember one thing, when the sender send the message, it start from application layer to physical layer. When the receiver receive the message, that time it start from physical layer to application layer. I hope you understand the class. See you. Bye bye. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comments.